Hi, I'm Melissa, your free-range psychic, and today I'm going to do a guided reading on Wilbur Ross, who is Trump's Commerce Secretary. Talking all these people, you know, Miller and Kelly, all of them have terrible, terrible energy, and Wilbur Ross reminds me of a gremlin or some kind of goblin. It's just some kind of yucky demon. So when I do my readings, I don't shuffle the deck and pick the cards out. I ask my guides to show me them psychically, and then I pick them out of the deck that way, and I use a simple Celtic cross. So I did that before I did a research on Wilbur Ross, so I got a better understanding of why my guides chose these some of these cards, because wow, that guy is corrupt and compromised. So the card that they had me pick as a subject card is the Hangman. So this card, they said that this is Wilbur Ross choosing to embroil himself more and more into his own downfall. It's this illusion where he's in this position because he's free to do whatever, or he thinks he's free to do whatever he wants and make as much money and be as corrupt as he wants. But the more he does that, the more he is creating this trap for himself, and it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter because you can't escape karma. And so that's what they're showing me, this active participation in his own downfall. And why? No surprise here. Greed, absolute greed. He's wanting to amass as much money as possible. So I looked up his net worth, and it's as of this year, it's 860 million. I think at one point he had $2 billion, but oh no, he's poor guy. He's only got 860 million, not even 1 billion. He's not even as wealthy, according to Forbes magazine, as Betsy DeVos. He must suffer so and have to save his pennies. He reminded me of Smog. He's the kind of person who, if his house was burning or he was on the Titanic or something, he would choose not to jump into a lifeboat before he got all his money and his possessions, so that he would end up dying. And he would have the freedom to escape, but instead he'd be burdened down by his greed, trapped by his own greed, and he would go down with the ship, or he would be burned up in his own house. Yeah, his everything is coming from that point. So the recent past is Five of Swords. So this is the sociopath that Wilbur Ross is, and this is, as I looked more into it, my guides were saying, Ross was the one who had the I have it written down here. It's NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, back up Trump's claims that the Hurricane Dorian was headed to Alabama, when that was an early estimate, I think, but then soon realized that no, that hurricane was not going to impact Alabama. But Trump, being Trump, and is just being stupid and lazy, and probably the only briefing he had on the hurricane was the initial one. So he's doubling down and getting more and more upset when people are making fun of him and criticizing him for making that false claim, which really, it would be one thing if there was a hurricane at fault for impacting Alabama, but on the what happened instead was and my guides say that the impact of this false claim was really hurt Alabama. It really freaked people out. And so this is Wilbur Ross making that claim and being, the sword for Trump, being the one that, doubles down for him and makes these aggressive assaults on Noah so that they change their accurate prediction to back up Trump, which is just so demoralizing on so many levels. The idea that he would do that, and the harm that created for our country, for I don't know, what a dictator, what an authoritarian, what a stupid thug to do such a thing. But again, what they're saying is, because you see in this card, this is the narcissist or the sociopath, and their ill-gotten gains or their actions are based on or to actually create misery for others. But Alabama actually got harmed by this, more so than anybody's reporting. And people were really frightened and very confused. And that dust has yet to settle what happened here. And that was, purely illegal to change that document and to make that happen. That was illegal. So underneath, 5 of Pentacles. So I was asking my guides about this, and they were saying that this is to do with Ross's ties to Russia. This is, in this case, this is Mother Russia, this woman with her child. And then afterwards, as I started researching Wilbur Ross, I hadn't realized, oh my God, he has so many ties in terms of his investments to Russia and the oligarchs and to Putin. And yeah, he's been caught up for lying, trying to deny it. But I'm going to post an article about the scandal that has been created because of him lying about his actual deep involvement with Russia financially. So that's what this represents. In the future, again, like it reminds me of the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Swords, this aggressive action, and this on behalf of Trump, where Trump is going to or either send Ross out on the attack, or Wilbur Ross is going to be the fall guy and the aggressor for Trump. His knight, his defender. Going ahead. And the Knight of Swords it also means impulsivity, aggression that's impulsive and not well thought out. But I think in this context it means whatever the consequences, he's going for it. This gives him more power because when he does that for Trump, he gets rewards. So the clarifying card, we get Trump's tower, the tower. And this is clearly Ross falling out of the tower. He cannot escape. There's my other card here, the Hangman. He cannot escape this fate. He is so intertwined with the fate of Trump and the fall of Trump's tower. The catastrophe that's coming as all these ill and criminal deeds are brought out into the light here. And just to double down on that, the outcome card my guides chose was Judgment. So there will be judgment for Ross. He will not escape judgment. So that's my reading on Wilbur Ross. He's such an odious person. I don't know. I was looking up what he had said about the poor people. One of the things I couldn't find what I was looking for, but one of the things I found was, poor people shouldn't be involved in making decisions about the economy. Like, yeah, it's a rich person's game. Surely the 1% of the 1% is what Wilbur Ross thinks he is, and he thinks he's immune to any of the consequences of life that other people are. He's above judgment, right? But he's not above judgment, as we will see, according to my guides anyway. So I did get a card for us, and my guides aptly chose this card. And this is from I used for those cards are from the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And these cards, the oracle cards that I chose from, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey Demarco. I love these cards. I really love these cards. And since we just went through a full moon in Pisces, I think it was over the 13th and the 14th, and quite a powerful moon, I thought the energy was really beautiful. And it was the harvest moon. So the card that was chosen for us was Fruition, which is the card of the harvest moon, because all these cards are based on lunar cycles. Sorry, I have a light behind me, and I know there's glare. I'm trying to escape it here. There you go. So I will read what this card is about. I had actually marked the page, and then I took with the card, and I took the card out, and I lost the page, but it's back here. Okay, I'll try to get this without glare. Whoops. Is that good? Fruition. At the as the seasons turn, there is always time when all the potential of the spring beginnings are manifest. The crops grow tall and ready to harvest, and they have done this from a fallow field into which we have planted seeds. The trees have flowered, and now there's fruit to pick. It is time for the harvest. So the affirmation, I welcome the joyous fruition of the incentives I set. So this is reminds me of the Seven of Pentacles cards. You know, the planting of the seeds and waiting for the harvest, waiting for the fruition, and now that time has come. When we are able to bring something to fruition, whether it's to be a planting, a project, or a change in ourselves, it is a perfect time to celebrate all that we are grateful for and to mark our achievement. We may have worked very hard to bring this new situation into reality. We may have been patient in the way we have worked over time and sacrificed much to make it happen. The harvest moon is the time to be happy about our success and to share it with others. Our ancestors would dance and sing and have community festivals of thanks to celebrate the fruition of all the hard work and to thank the gods for their assistance. These times of high energy are also times to really focus on your body, as they can be quite taxing to our systems. If we don't take care of it, often we may get ill at this time. The moon normally falls, this moon normally falls on the moon closest to the autumn equinox in the northern hemisphere. And so she always suggests a stone, and garnet is what she is attributing to this card. So yeah, the equinox is coming. I think it's the 22nd. If I'm wrong, somebody correct me, but I think it's the 22nd, because I think of September, and that would be coming next week. and the 23rd is the first day of fall. So the equinox is when the day is exactly the same length as the night, and it marks the changing of the seasons, the new cycle coming in, the old cycle going out. And I will probably be doing another video on the equinox itself, but it's good to prepare for the equinox. This is the last week of summer, and this is a good time to really enjoy the summer. We get one more week, and think about what's taken place over the summer, and look at the harvest. Look at the what has come from your actions, from your energy. What have you achieved? And welcome. Also, get ready to welcome the new energies in. So that's this card. I love this card. It's so pretty and beautiful and fanciful. And so that is my reading on Wilbur Ross. I like the others, I put Wilbur Ross off, but my guides wanted me to read on him, so I did. Take care, everybody, and enjoy your day or your night. It's Sunday here, September 15th, 2019. In Michigan. It's raining today, which is nice. We didn't get a lot of rain over the summer, but I think we've got enough. And I love when it rains, especially if it's been sunny for a while, because it gives me an excuse to do indoor things, or to take care of things inside when I might have felt like I needed to go outside and get active out there, and then I didn't get a chance to do what I needed to do in here. So everybody take care, and I'll be back soon. Sending my love to you. I just wanted to add that I do personal readings, past life readings, concerns from the present life, including things that have happened in our past from this life, and take a look at what may be coming in the future. We can contact or try to contact those who've passed over and made their transition, and also we can check to see if they have made their transition successfully, and if not, ask the guides to help them pass over. And I also love to introduce people to their guardian angels. It's one of my most favorite things to do. So saying that, I would really appreciate anybody who has not subscribed to my channel to subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm almost at 4,000 subscribers. It would make me so happy to see my number get to over 4,000. It keeps on almost getting there, but not quite. So I'd love to see that happen. I will leave my information below, my contact information, if you need to or want to contact with me, to make contact with me, I'm sorry, to set something up, or even just to connect. And also, I have a Facebook page. I don't know if you know that. I don't often mention it, but it's Sacred Fire Psychic Readings. So please check out that page and like it if you want. So I hope everybody finds some time for themselves to experience peace and joy. They can't take that from us. That's ours, our ability to love, our ability to experience beauty, to appreciate, to be grateful and thankful. All those things are ours. So we get to have those no matter what's going on in the world. So find some joy, some peace, some time to just appreciate, the beauty of the world. Take care. I will be making another video soon.